All right, let's see. Is everything working? In a while. I've done one of these. Let's find out. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. All of that fun stuff so I know everything is working, please. Also, let me know, make sure that it is 1080p, because I've had issues where it's sometimes 360, and I don't know why, but anyways. Sounds like everything's okay. Perfect. Awesome. Let me move this laptop so I can see you guys and questions. All right. We're going to look at the Mangmi Air X today. I don't know where to look. There's so many cameras. We're going to look at the Mangmi Air X today. It's this new handheld. It is under $100. It is surprising performance. It is very close to the RetroArch Pocket 2S in performance, if not better in some ways, worse in some ways. But we finally have an actual good sub $100 device that can play a lot of things, and we'll look at that today. So, first things I guess we're going to look at is it's on Android, obviously. And they do have their own little game launcher. I'm going to pull that up. Not the clock. Let's pull up the game launcher because they have their own little built-in thing. It is kind of bare bones at the moment. It is, I don't know what the best way to say it, but they need to put more work into it, put it that way. But there is a lot here. I'm surprised, in all honesty, of what you can do. So let me just take a quick look. I don't know who makes this. In all honesty, the Mangmi Air X has a better build than it should for a company that has their first product. I was very surprised at that. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better than I would have expected from a company that's new. I've heard rumors that like this is ex-Ioneo people. I have no idea if that's true, but like you can see even with this launcher, it's taking a while. There's some things they need to fix and work on, but I don't think many people are going to use the launcher anyways. There we go. Yeah, so it's pretty bare bones. You can see, like, I couldn't even figure out, you can add your own games, but it's weird. Like, there's a whole weird section. I don't know how to handle this. At some point, this is going to look good, I guess. But for now, it's a kind of bare bones launcher that they have that you can access the same way as, like, Android ddevices. So you have a little swipe down. You can just do it that way. But we're not gonna look at this. Let's get into the good stuff. Wait, did I turn it on? I turned it on. There we go. Okay. So Android, let me take a look at the settings here. So we have the usual stuff at the top. What we do have is a really cool sidebar. I might need to be in a game actually. Let me open up RetroArch. Yeah. And then open up the sidebar. Yeah. So you get a little sidebar that'll show FPS, CPU, GPU, RAM. You could turn on performance mode, which is like a turbo mode for the device, and it makes things heat up and stuff. There is a performance overlay. It pops up on the top, so it'll keep it on screen for any games and stuff that you play. I'm going to turn that off for now. We have fan mode. If we head over to the right, there is things like the work mode, which you can change to a screen mapping. I have not tried this, mapping on-screen button controls to this. It seems like it has. But there is a native mode, so this is the usual one where you can change between Switch and Xbox layouts, which pretty much everybody has nowadays. There's a turbo fire, which I haven't really touched or used, and there's a joystick conversion as well. So pricing will be announced. They told me in the next few days. I know what the price is. I can tell you it's under $100. That's all I'm going to tell you. They didn't really specifically tell me not to tell anybody, but I feel like you guys can just wait 2 more days. Just know it's not over $100. It's also not over $90. Then we have extra system stuff. So this whole sidebar thing, I wish it was mapped to like a hotkey, because the only way to get to it is you have to swipe down and push it, and it's kind of weird. So yeah. Anyways, fan mode. So I've been playing around with this. The fan mode on silent, it is not it is not the normal fan mode on silent. When you have silent mode on an Odin 2 Portal, the fan stays at a certain RPM throughout the entire thing, and it doesn't change. On silent here, it ramps up. So they need to fix that. That shouldn't be a case. When it should be on silent, it should be on a low RPM setting. Silent mode here, it ramps, and it's weird. I really don't like it, but the device kind of needs it. It does get toasty. The problem is when you put it on balanced or extreme, it's kind of loud. Let me throw it on extreme. It's got like a, I don't know if you can hear, like a coil whine sort of thing. My noise gate might be covering it. Yeah, I think my noise gate is covering it. It's got like a fan thing, so just had to bring the portal up. I always got to bring the portal up. So anyways, I keep this on silent. What else we got here? You can change the stick colors, of course, the LEDs and all of that. You can turn it off and on, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. The rest is all normal things. We'll do one more thing. We'll take a look at the Android settings, and then we'll look at some games. But if you pop into Android settings, they have handheld settings, which a lot of people might be familiar with. They have a few cool settings here. So you can turn off the Wi-Fi after you lock the device. You can turn off the Bluetooth after you lock the device. You can set a whole timer and all of that, which is pretty cool. You can clear background apps, all of that. You can auto shut down after an X number of days. Like this is cool stuff to see. It's nothing crazy, but it's cool. It's nothing. I haven't really seen this on any other device that I can think of. Joysticks and buttons, you can do gamepad testing, which I actually haven't tested yet, but go back. Long press back. There we go. Ambient lighting, you can change all of the colors and all of that. Advanced, you can run scripts, all of it. And there's an update. I already did an update. We are on 1.0.43, which was the newest update as of last night. Let's make sure. Yeah, nothing new. Great. That's kind of it for the settings-wise and everything that it has. Otherwise, I have completely gutted it, put my own emulators on it. So we're going to be using up-to-date current emulators. It did come pre-installed with some pirated apps and stuff like that, which I wasn't a fan of. But we are going to just use my best settings, which I've played with a little bit. So what do we want to start with? I guess we start with the normal one, RetroArch, probably. Start with RetroArch. And so what did I use yesterday? I was playing something yesterday. Well, let's start with Game Boy. Let's just take a look at Game Boy. So this is integer scaled right now. I have integer scaling on, just to give you an idea of what Game Boy looks like. And this is Pokemon Pure RGB. So, yeah. Oh, I did forget to mention, actually, we should go back. There is a screen timing issue currently, which I'm sure Gamma will fix, but hopefully Mangmi can fix it too. Let me just show you. We'll go through UFO test. Take a look at the panel. Yeah, so it's not a for sure 60. It is a few hertz off. You probably won't notice the stutters at this hertz, this difference, but it's not a perfect 60. So that's something they can probably fix over the air, hopefully, because yeah, it's kind of varying and not for sure 60. So definitely something they need to fix at some point. What else? Oh, there is some ghosting with the panel, which I noticed. Is the little thing here for ghosting. I don't know if you guys can see it as much as I can, but you can see ghosting at least on the bottom one. I mean all of them, but the bottom one mostly. So there is. It's not a perfect panel by any stretch, but for the price, again, I'm nitpicking here. For the price of what you're getting here, it's better than you would expect. It's just there is some visible ghosting. Keep that in mind. All right. How high are the joysticks? They're just normal Retroid type sticks. So you can see them here. A little bit higher than that. Let's play something. That way you guys can see in action and ask me questions that way. I was looking at pure RGB, but we'll look at Super Mario World since I like that. I was playing that yesterday. Sticks are slightly offset a little bit, not enough to really matter. I don't hit the right stick. You can see my thumb when I'm playing. It doesn't hit it, which is good. But here I have integer scaling on if you're wondering why it's smaller. And yeah, I mean, as far as the right stick goes, ooh, I'm gonna die. It's a little tap, but it's not. It doesn't bother me. I don't consider it an issue playing these games. I was a fan of the Smart Pro, but the sticks are weird. Yes, the Smart Pro sticks are very weird. Surprisingly, for the same price that the Smart Pro launched at, you could get this. I mean, it's going to be an interesting thing to see. We'll look at the power of this. You'll see it in a bit, but it was surprising power when I played with this, and then surprising not good power in some things. It's a very inconsistent device that way. But otherwise, so the D-pad is a little, I want to say slippery. Not slippery. I don't think slippery is the right word. It's a little smooth, I guess. Not a normal D-pad in that way. But otherwise, it's fine. We'll try out some fighting games, which I don't really play. We'll check that out. Oh, I went the wrong way. Yeah. One place I found it listed at $219. For this, no. It's not for sale yet. You can't buy it. Anybody selling it as a reseller, you do not want to buy it from a reseller. Trust me, I know what the price of this is. Don't buy it from any of those resellers. You're going to waste your money. Why am I'm looking at chat instead of the game? Anyways, that is Super Mario World. We'll jump out. What else can we look at here? Let's look at some PS1, I guess, before we jump out of RetroArch or Dreamcast. Actually, people care about Dreamcast. What? Marvel vs. Capcom. That is a fighting game. What are we in? Dreamcast, Flatcast. Yeah, you'll see the power of this in a little bit. I'm ramping up to it. We start with RetroArch. We'll get there. Might have performance mode on. Not sure. We'll leave it on. We start with Breath of the Wild on TMU. So I don't really play this game, but I know how to do that at least. You can do it pretty easily. So basically Hadouken. What about, does she do a thing? Before you yell at me, I'm not a fighting game guy. I push down and right and do Hadoukens. That's my job. Ah, you missed. Dead. Oh, wasn't paying. Yeah, D-pad to me, I've tried it in a few games yesterday, and fighting games now. Seems fine. It's not going to be a perfect D-pad, I don't think, for a lot of people, but serviceable for sure. Better than you would think. I don't think there's an issue here. I'm more curious about these sticks. That's what I want to use. So let's try out stick usage. I'm not a big fan of sticks on bottom. That's going to be interesting. So let's go to Super Mario 64. Yeah. That. Those buttons on the bottom look suspicious, like some other company? Yes, they do. This looks like a little Pocket Air to me. It is very much a little Pocket Air. If you've had an Ioneo Pocket Air, it looks exactly like that, which is funny. But also, that's fine. I mean, hey, why not? Let this load. They're about to disrupt the $100 segment. So I thought the same about the Retroid Pocket 2S. And then nothing happened for that with 2 years. But I can tell you, I mean, I hope that happens, honestly. Because the under $100 market really needs to get some better processors and power performance. All right, so I don't know if I'm pretty sure I mapped everything. I hate Stick's bottom. Stick's bottom so much. But otherwise, play a little bit. It's much better than the 2S, I guess. I wouldn't say that. Definitely not. I have both of them. My 2S is dead, or else I'd have it on stream. I gotta fix it. But performance is very similar between the two. We'll take a look at it in a second, or in a little bit. How high this goes. But Nintendo 64 is not going to be a problem. We'll try out Mario Tennis. That is a hiccup that I've had. We'll take a look at that in a second. Smack. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sticks on the bottom. I never liked that. It's always so much more annoying to play these games. This feels fine, but I don't know. I like stick top. Stick top guy. Don't hit me. Awful. The sticks feel fine though. I don't have an issue with them. Just the location. Try this again without falling. What am I doing? Not falling this time. Not falling, not falling, not falling. Yes. Is there a release date? I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but it's soon. Very soon. Can it do PSP? We'll get there. Don't worry. Just trying out some Nintendo 64. Actually, let's do Mario Tennis. Just because that's the usual tough game to run. Check that out. If it runs Mario Tennis, it runs everything. That's kind of the thing for Nintendo 64. There's some slowdown. Yeah, definitely some slowdown on 64. We do have performance mode on. Let me just, before I say that, and it's not even on. Sure. Oh, why does it keep doing it? All right. Yeah, performance mode is on. So just slow down in Mario Tennis, which is weird. Should be able to handle this. We're using Glide N64 Medium, which is the usual for Mario Tennis. But I don't know. I don't know why it's not full speed. Why is Mario Tennis a benchmark game? Because it is demanding. That's why. It is the hardest to run Nintendo 64 game. There are other games that are harder to run, but compatibility reasons. So Pokemon Snap is one of them. You have to fit around with some settings to get that to work. But Mario Tennis is one of the ones that if it runs, then you're good for all of Nintendo 64, basically. But it's an edge case. Like it's tough. Like you could play 99% of N64 and not be able to play Mario Tennis, and a lot of people would be fine with that. It's just for me, I consider Nintendo or Mario Tennis to be like the benchmark because it's so hard to run. We'll jump out of this. Somebody wants to try out Cruisin' USA. Sure, we'll try that out and then we'll move on. Here is Cruisin'. I'm using Glide N64 Medium, so we'll see how well that works and if we have to change it. I gotta keep wiping the screen because I keep touching it. Sorry. Hello, Gamers Generation. How are you? I wish my 2S was working because then I could do side by sides with the 2S because I know all of these games work on the 2S. That's the weird part. But for some reason, oh wait, it has been so long since I played Cruisin'. There we are. I mean, there's no slowdown at the start. Usually you get it at the start with Cruisin'. So Cruisin' plays at Glide N64 Medium. Yeah, I mean, N64, no problem here. Besides Mario Tennis, which might have some slowdown, which we saw earlier, you could probably fiddle around with settings a little bit. Like that's native resolution, that's Glide N64 Medium, maybe try fast, all of that. But this is fine. There's little bits of hiccups, but yeah, I'd say this is fine. Audio isn't cutting out. You guys probably can't hear that. I hate these sticks. I hate the sticks. Not these sticks. I hate the sticks position. I hate sticks down. I've said that too many times on this stream already. We're not going to say it again. But yeah, no, seems good. Let's back at it. Let me catch up. Congrats on 60K. Thank you. How much is the Retroid Pocket 5 right now? 199. Little bits of hiccups while hitting a truck. I mean, I'm trying to play while looking at 10 different things. Don't look at my playing with it. Glide 64 fast should run this perfectly. Probably. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go down further than medium. But, do the sticks have full range of motion? So before we jump over to probably PSP next, I can show you the sticks, I guess. Gamepad. Can't spell. Pad tester. Still can't spell. Let's check this out. You can see it. Yeah. Where is the little... Not here anymore? To show the little dead zone circle thing. Where is it? Oh. Alright. I mean, you can do a little bit of this. But they usually have the dead zone on this website. I'm gone completely. Anyways, we can try this out. Actually, PSP has one. We'll go into PSP. Clicky, as in, does it have L3R3? Yeah, of course. L3R3. Both of them. Controls. And calibrate analog stick. Let's check it. It's a square. Not snapping. Cardinal inputs. That's good. Yeah. Snapping. You can do. No, it's not snapping at all. Pretty good. Yeah. While we're here, we can play some PSP. So settings, I am at 2x. We'll see if we can jump that up. I was playing at 2x because I think that's where I would use it. But we'll try some Gran Turismo. Play that. Runs even GameCube. That's sick. We'll get to GameCube. I would not say that. I would not say it runs GameCube, but we'll get to GameCube. Can it run God of War? Everybody wants God of War. We'll try that after Gran Turismo. Let me speed this up and fast forward through. It runs GameCube. It runs GameCube. We'll get there. Don't worry. How do you change the... What is it? We'll just... So this is 2x, and it's perfectly fine. I wonder if it would handle higher than 2x. I am looking at chat instead of the race. Great. Let's try higher than 2x. Let's just see. We'll go to 4x. It's not, you can see at the top right, the frame rate. I don't know if you guys can see it on stream. It's not, I wouldn't play this at 4x. This game at least, for sure. 2x for this game, perfect. 4x, no. There's too many drops. You can see in the top. Yeah, it's even telling you, try frame skip. No, we don't do frame skip here. We'll go back to 2x. But Gran Turismo is one of the harder to run PSP games, so if it's running at 2x, that's good. We'll try God of War next. Play around with that. Yeah, 2x is perfect because you can see like there's little minuscule drops, but I wouldn't want to go less than hitting everybody. Let's go over to God of War. We'll try that out. Where is my... If I miss any questions, just tag me. It's easier if I see it that way. I can see a big red mark. So just tag me. Better that way. Hi, Maya. All right. Load game. Do I have any saves? I do not. Let's go normal. Let me just fast forward through this. La la la. Ooh, heavy slowdown there. Let's see. Did I map this? Oh, there we go. So this is no frame skip. We are at 2x. Just looking at the top, there are little bits of dips, little hiccups. The D-pad is good as Ambernick's. Do you consider Ambernick's D-pads good? They're fine. I don't know. The D-pad is fine. I don't have a reverence for Ambernick D-pad, so I don't know if I could. This seems to be more consistent for fighting games, but it's a little bit more smooth. It's got a different texture. I think the texture will throw people off for sure. I just want to try one. I'm going to try 1x. I'm just curious. Not auto. I want to try 1x just to see. Oh, it looks terrible. But yeah, PSP easily playable because we could do 2x in some games. We can do at least 1x. So all of PSP without frame skip. That's the key difference here. No frame skip. That's good. Nobody wants frame skip. Is it pull down? What? I didn't pay attention. What about custom firmware? GemOS is coming to this. I know that. Yeah, at 1x, I think I would play most games at 1x, maybe, or 2x. Actually, probably 2x, because the 1x looks a little terrible. I'd go 2x and do that. There's just enough little hiccups and stuff that I wouldn't go higher than 2x. But 2x without frame skip for under $100, that's awesome. Awesome stuff. Let's jump out of this. We've done enough of God of War. Two X is enough? Yeah, I agree. What else we got here? Anything else on PSP you guys want to see while we're here? Actually, you know what? I do want to see GenDiarc. I always get in trouble for saying that. GenDiarc? John Diarc? GN? I'm going with GenDiarc. I don't care what the real thing is. Well, I want to try that because this game is deceptively difficult running. And do I have cheats on and stuff? I might. Do not have 60 FPS on. Okay. Let's go over to my state. We will try. Yeah, right here. Yeah, well, whatever. We just want to see how this runs. GND Arcos? Arcos is something else, I think. Just, come on, fast forward. Alright. You're gonna die as soon as you attack, probably. Some hiccups, but I don't know if it takes you out. Valkyrie Profile is another game that is it's tough to run. XP. Try that, and then we'll move on to another system after. Yeah, I mean, this plays fine. At 2x too, surprised. All right, let's try one more. We'll try Valkyrie Profile because I know that's a tough game to run. Usually, try that. Sorry, I got to keep wiping this, otherwise you guys see all of my fingerprints. All right. I have not played this in a while, so I forget where to go. Let's go. Yes. Gotta get into a battle for this one. Oh, I forgot about GTA. Yeah, I guess we should try GTA. $3X for GTA? I'd be surprised about that. We'll try it. Is there truly nobody to fight? Well, a little bit of slowdown at 2x. Give me somebody. Whatever. Well, let's do GTA because that I know at least it can start up and we can play something. Grand Theft. Runs well on TSP at native res. Yeah, but are you using frame skip or are you not using frame skip? Because the TSP needs frame skip usually. Because we are not using frame skip here. Let's fast forward. All right. This is 2x. Let's see how we're doing here. There's some hiccups. Sure. Why am I using the sticks? Oh wait, is this going to get me copyright striked? Better that you don't hear the music then. I would not play this at 3x, there's no way. Even at 2x, there's a little bit of slowdown. Not a lot. I could easily play this, but I would not go higher than this for sure. I went the wrong way. Yep, 3DS runs good. We'll get there. We're still playing. We'll move on from this in a second. Yeah, this runs good at 2x. I wouldn't go higher. This is perfect. Let's jump out. PSP, 1x to 2x. Yeah, no problems. It's good. What do we want to see? Let's go over to 3DS. Why not? Does it have display out? That's a great question. I don't think so, but I did want to test that because what else am I doing? Here, I'm going to use my X-Real glasses and just test this out in a while. I don't think it has display out. We'll try it in a second. Let me see. Hold on. Nothing's happening, so probably not. I just see X-Real. No display out. I didn't see that on the spec sheet either, so I'm pretty sure it just doesn't have it. Fix that later. Not loud. Alright. That's I was playing, what was I playing? Pokemon something. Pokemon X or Y? What was I playing? Try Y. Yeah, I'll have to see which one it was. I can probably. I don't know if you guys can hear it anyways. No, you definitely can't. It doesn't. Oh no. No. Oh, we're gonna get into a cutscene. Oh, this is at 1x. Disable right eye rendering is on. Vulkan, async, all of that fun stuff, the usual. Yeah, out of this. I don't want to do this. Get stuck in one cutscene and suddenly it's half hour of your life gone. Pokemon. All right, can we finally run around? Yes. Perfect. All right. There is some drops as you get into battle. I have some shaders compiled, obviously, because I played yesterday. And little hiccups, little audio hiccups here and there. How does this compare to the Odin 2 Portal? Well, one of them is all powerful, and this one is not. They're completely different devices. This is like a under $100 device. It's not meant to be a powerhouse, but it is really good performance for under 100. I'm surprised at how well this plays, though. This runs really well. If we get some performance upgrades through Azahar, then, I mean, this will be great. But see if we can run around a little bit. Going to town. Still 30. This is really good for under. This is good performance. I don't know. 3DS at native resolution is awesome. Yeah. Now, if I go into an area that we haven't been in, are we going to get a bunch of... We'll get stutters and all of that because of shaders. But once you get all of that done, 30. 30 is good. Let's try something else. What can we try? I hesitate to do Fire Emblem Awakening because that is a hard game. But let's try Fire Emblem Awakening. Let's see. We need to see more 3DS games. Yeah, we'll try out a few. Where did my performance overlay go? Not here. Disappeared. It is gone. We don't know what the performance is. We're going to have to guess. Now, I have not generated any shaders for this or anything, so there's likely going to be stutters at the beginning. Yeah, there we are. Yep, yep, whole bunch of, yep. That is a lot. It's got to generate all of that. Okay. I forgot how to fix the text issue. I did it once. I think it's upscaling, I think. I don't know. How loud and clicky are the shoulders? You can't hear it. The noise gate's on. The shoulders are pretty clicky. They're loud, for sure. Is that over? What is up with that FPS? What's going on over there? Why are we at 3200 FPS? What is happening? Let me see if I can turn it off and on. There we go. Okay, that should. Let's see. I mean, this once the shaders are compiled, this plays great. Surprising. Are the buttons clicky? I'm not a good person for this because I don't find buttons clicky usually, like even my Odin 2 Portal, so I can't answer this, but it's fine. I don't think it's too clicky. It's not like silent bedroom, but it's fine. We'll move on from 3DS in a second. Unless, is there any more games that you guys want to see on 3DS before I jump out of 3DS? Let me know now, or forever hold your peace. Oh no. Reloaded again. Don't have 3DS Virtual Console. No, not playing 3DS console. Let me see Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's usually pretty hard to run. I don't know where our FPS counter went. Disappeared. Forgot how bad native looks. I mean, it's fine, but some slowdown could be stutter or shaders. It's a little slow. Oops. We do have red eye rendering on. It's 1x, it's Vulkan, all that fun stuff. It's just a tad slow. This is playable. No problem. You can feel it. You can feel a little bit of. Yeah, dead. Yeah. All right, let's. What do we try? What haven't we gotten to yet? GameCube. We have not tried GameCube. Where are we? Dolphin. Start off easy here. Here is Mario Kart Double Dash. Can run a Mario Kart. Where am I? There we are. What are we at? We are at 1x something. Vulkan. Yep. 1x. I think I have VBI skip on. Skip is on. So, let's see. Let's see how we do. Oh, those vibrations. All those vibrations. It's like a, I don't know if that's a great vibration. Vibration, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the vibrations. But this is surprising. GameCube. Mario Kart is easy. We can't base it off of this. You're not going to be playing Twilight Princess on this, and Wind Waker later on, and all of that. But probably could get away with some of the easier to run GameCube games. Animal Crossing will work, probably, given the frame rate that we're seeing here. Things like that. Yeah. I wouldn't buy this for GameCube, but if you want to play with it. Yeah, we'll try a few different GameCube games. Just tag me so I can see. I'm not paying attention. Tag me so I can see your suggestions. We'll play. Or try them out. Oh no. What do you mean under $100? Not that I'm interested, but this looks nice. It is under $100. I can't tell you the exact price, but I can tell you it's under $100. That's it. And by under $100, I don't mean it's like $99. Put it that way. So I think it's fair to get excited about this. This is going to be a really good device in that price point because it blows everything else out of the water, performance-wise, which is cool. All right, we have done too much here. I pushed the wrong button. Exit. Can you try Luigi's Mansion? Yes, I can. Luigi's Mansion. Hopefully I have a save for that. We'll see. Otherwise, it's very annoying at the beginning. I would be surprised if Luigi's Mansion runs well. Put it that way. I don't think it should. Usually a little bit more difficult to run. Let's see. Oh, I do have a save. Cool. Let's see. Go to the mansion. Is this a 30 FPS game? I think it is. I guess we'll see. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe, wait, could be shaders. Hold on. Shader. Could be shaders. This, yeah, no. Big no. Luigi's Mansion, big no. Sorry. I do want to see Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, usually a good one. Lower powered. See if that works. And I'll jump to suggestions. Okay, I do. I think stock Android is holding this thing back a bit. I don't know. I don't think we'll have to see with GamOS, but I would be surprised if that was the case. It is an ancient chip, you gotta remember. It's not the latest and greatest. Why is 69 screen paired with this SoC? Because 16 by 9 is the best aspect ratio for everything. That's why. Plus, you can play PSP. Is there another device under $100 that you can play PSP on this well? No. That's why. If it was 4x3, you couldn't be playing 3DS as well as we would be playing it. There's a lot of reasons why 16 by 9 makes sense here. TrimUI Smart Pro does not play PSP well. I'll die on that sword. You might be able to think it does because you're using hacks and frame skip and all of that, but no, it doesn't. It is not a PSP device. Not in my opinion. Vita 3K no go. Vita 3K kept crashing, but That is a very finicky emulator, so I gave up on it. I didn't bother with it. Can I get out of this? Thank you. All right, here we go. Animal Crossing. Got a shader compile because I have not played this on here, but you run around. Yeah, Animal Crossing will run really well. There is some little hiccups and things like that. You can play around with some hacks, but this, yeah, if you want to play some Animal Crossing, there are worse ways to do it than this. Yeah, it's great. There isn't much to Animal Crossing. Once you play around with it, walking around, you know that it runs. So there isn't much here to look at. There are some dips and stuff, which could be shaders compiling. But otherwise, it runs pretty close to 60. This is really good. Yeah. Back up. What else you guys want to see on Dolphin while we're here? Again, I wouldn't buy this for Dolphin, obviously, but you can play some of these games. Why not? F-Zero? Okay, we'll do F-Zero. F-Zero's not going to run. I can tell you that already. Hold on. We have to turn on dual core or else none of this is going to happen. Right. We will do F-Zero, but I'm going to tell you it is not going to play well. I can tell you that with sincerity. Let's see. Coliseum and XD, you only get one. Pick one. Coliseum or XD. This is gonna go well. See, it's running? Yeah. This is like what those people on Reddit do, where they're like, look, it's running, and it's just the intro. Logo runs. Good enough. Yes, exactly. Logo runs, we're good. Yeah, this is perfect. You know what? This is Dolphin compatible. We are good here. Let's see. I saw a lot of people talking about the battery. We were at 80% currently. Now, do remember, I do have performance mode on right now. If you turn off performance mode, that'll help you if you're not playing any of these systems. If you're not bothering with GameCube and, I don't know, 3DS, PSP, all of that, then you'll get a lot better battery than what I'm getting here. Why am I failing at this? Hold on. Or did we crash? Is that why we went back to the beginning? Hold on. World Cup. Is it resetting? I've been taught. Yeah. Okay, so it's crashing. That's likely due to dual core being on. We will try it again. Then we'll try Pokemon Coliseum. Do you need performance mode for N64? No, unless Mario Tennis is the only one that we found that has issues. Otherwise, no, you don't. I was playing a little bit last night and it seemed fine. How did you turn on performance mode? I showed it earlier in the video in the beginning. It's a swipe down sidebar and you can turn it on there. Novice. I'll have to put timestamps after today. check my messages. Make sure nobody's looking for me. Nobody's looking for me. Firefield. We're gonna go all out on this one. You want to know if Fire or F-Zero runs? Here is here is F-Zero. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're off to a great start so far. Is it on fire? I mean, it is warm, but it's not bad. It gets toasty. This is, oh yeah, this is playable for sure. Super playable. How do you change I forget the controls for this. The D-pad? All right, if we zoom out a little bit, yeah. Some of this could be shaders compiling. I'll give it that, but I don't think you can get this to run well. Unless you're going to do a lot of hacks, you'll do the emulated speed hack, all of that. Nobody wants to do all of that. Play GameCube on better devices. This is fun. I'm going to go with no on this one. Big no. All right, let's go. Where are we? Pokemon Coliseum? I don't know if I have a save for this. We'll find out. AliExpress says $130 without shipping costs. Do not buy this from AliExpress. I'm telling you, it is not a $130 device. That is not what it's going to retail for. Do not buy it from resellers. They are just going to steal your money for no reason. It is a terrible idea. Let's see. Do I have a save for this? I do. Nice. Switch is a no-no. Buy a Switch. That's the answer to that. We will try Switch. I have it. But the answer is no. The answer is no. I have widescreen hacks on here? Is that why it's being all weird? Or is this the one that you need OpenGL for? Or whether it stutters. It could just be. Not for me. Oh, yeah, let's battle you. Yes. Why is it doing that? If this thing runs Switch games, it does not run Switch games. Buy a Switch for Switch. You Switch people. Crazy. Can it run Xbox? Alright. Fight. We're just going to do a bunch of moves. Let's see. There is just enough slowdown in this that I would not say this is a good experience. Now, some of it could be compiling, but I don't think so. How's the chip on this compared to the RP Classic? That's a great question. I did not use the RP Classic for anything besides RetroArch, so I don't know the answer to that. I would imagine they're very similar. I can't. Maybe the Classic has a little bit better. I'd be surprised if this comes out ahead. Yeah, I personally wouldn't play this on here, but it's It's all right. I don't know. I don't want to play 20-year-old games worse than I played them 20 years ago. So that's how I see it. But if you wanted to play this, it plays mostly okay. Let's get out of this. All right. We'll take a quick break and just throw on Genshin for all the gooners, so you can see how that runs, and then we'll get back to emulation. No, Zanite is a scam. That is a pure scam. Do not download Zanite. The Android benchmark. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Genshin, because this only has 64 gigabytes of internal storage and I could only fit one Android game. So we're doing Genshin. That's it. That's all you get. Not my fault. Is this touchscreen? Yes, it is. I've been touching on it all day. I think the screen is a little. You guys are probably seeing it really washed out with the camera, the lighting, but it is not that way. Listen. How is it for game streaming from PC? So I did try that yesterday, and I expected it would be better than it was, but it's like 10, 11 ms decoding, so it's not great. That I wouldn't. It's got a Wi-Fi 5 chip in it, which not that great for that. So the answer is I would not do streaming on this. I was hoping that would work, but because of the Snapdragon, but it didn't run well. I would show you, but then it would ruin my PC that I'm streaming from right now. Can't. No, for the price Wi-Fi 5, I wasn't expecting streaming. I'm just saying that's the reason it's not good for streaming. Oh, we didn't set up. I'm gonna do this every single time, I think. What settings do we have on? So we can. Oh, does it not let you touch it all after? No, it should. Oh, filling here. Can we go to the settings? Oh. Let's try this again. Why don't you do it? You gotta use the sticks? Okay. I'm getting used to the controls. I do not play this game. These are Gooner games. They're not for me. We go graphics. It is on lowest, and it is on 30, okay? For you Genshin players. Let's see. Fan is going. I can hear the fan. It's the first time it's been loud. Fan is definitely going. This is going to kill the battery too. Let's see. Anything to fight? How do you go fast? That's Dasher. What do you fight there? Looks like it's stuttering quite a bit. Yes, it is. Absolutely. I would not play a Genshin on this. But people want to know the answer. Try it. Yeah, this is not a good experience at all, for sure. Let's get out of this. And we're just gonna delete it so I can get some space back. Gigs that it plays. Okay, what else we got? DS. I did want to show DS, and then we'll jump into some of the we'll jump into PS2 other stuff. DS is a weird one. I was playing this. Let me show you. I'm going to show you DS for a specific reason, because this is weird. That is the weird one. So not using Drastic. Drastic will obviously run on this. Drastic sucks though. But it is not full speed DS. It is very weird. So the intro screen here, obviously hard to run. That's fine. I get that. Let's jump in, and I'm going to show you, because I was playing a bit yesterday, so I wanted DS to work. And I was surprised when it is like on the cusp of working, and it is very weird that it doesn't. I tried the Melon DS core. I tried Melon DS standalone, which is what we're using right now, and it is at 60 for the most part, but there is like little hiccups and little dips. It is very weird. Like you can hear it audio wise. You guys probably can't hear it on screen. Now remember, this is Melon DS for retro achievements. Drastic will run perfectly well. If you don't care about retro achievements, this does not matter to you. But for those that care about retro achievements, I want to say it's playable. It's just there is little hiccups and things like that made it weird, and I don't know why that is. We are on performance mode. I've tried OpenGL. I've tried all of it. It doesn't fix it. It's very super weird. So just wanted to point that out. I don't think it's an issue. I think it's perfectly playable. It's just there's little hiccups and stuff, which surprised me for sure. Like to you on stream, this looks good, and I can get that. But in person, you get little hiccups as like it's not hitting 60. But most of the time, 99% of the time, it's fine. So it's just little things, like little times here and there where you get a little hiccup, which I found weird. I wasn't expecting that, because considering this can play some GameCube, can play some 3DS, I was like, why isn't DDS just full speed? But it's a weird one. Anyways, I just want to quickly talk about DS. All right, what else we got? What time is it? 11? Can it run PSP? We did all of PSP earlier. You can go check all PSP. CMU! What? Are we going to place bets on CMU? Do I dare even try Breath of the Wild? That's sure. Sure. This is not going to run. But we boot it. Let's see. Let's see how bad it is. Then we'll get back to, I haven't done PS2 yet, so we'll get to PS2. Did it crash? It may have crashed. Oh no, it's working. Okay. Playable. It got past the intro screen. Playable. Ended here. Come on. Nintendo presents. Playable. We all know. Considering how GC went, PS2 games will be a fun ride. I did play some PS2, so spoiler alert there. Don't expect much on PS2. I'll tell you that right now. You can play some of the JRPGs. I was playing some AR Tonolico. That was alright. Oh boy. Let's try an easier to run Wii U game. Fast Racing Neo. Try that. Could be shaders. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Is the Odin 2 Portal still your biz handheld? Yes, absolutely. This isn't anywhere near a Portal. Don't get that wrong. Portal is the best. Nothing beats a Portal. Try Animal Well. I do not have Animal Well. Okay, we're compiling shaders. Just give it a second. Got shaders to compile. Okay, this might be a little bit further than shaders. This might be not. This is how people play GameCube on H700 devices. And they say it's playable. I mean, yeah, this isn't gonna work. It's a no to Wii U. Not that anybody expected otherwise. I did get some questions about Switch, so let's shut them down right now. Here is Switch for you. I will try Captain Toad for you. And I am using custom drivers. So before you yell at me about custom drivers, I am actually using them. Switch is obviously a no-go. It's a big no. Toad is easy, yes. Toad is one of the easier ones. If Toad can run, I mean, unless you're counting indies, we're not going to be playing Dead Cells on here. That doesn't count. It has max performance on? Yes, it does. I mean, this is a big no. It's not gonna. You can already tell. At 11, 12, even with shaders compiled, it doesn't. This isn't. It is heating up the device though, and I can hear the fan going. No, big no. And we are using turnip drivers, just in case you are curious. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Just to shut it down completely on Switch. Come on. I always get comments getting mad at me for wiping the screen, but sorry. I don't like seeing the fingerprints, and you guys won't like seeing it either. I have to do it. Let's see if this loads up. Can I just say no? Can we move on from this? We can probably move on from this, right? It's a big no. I'm moving on. Switch emulation, I don't. Buy a Switch. That's my answer. Buy a Switch. Okay, so what haven't we done? PS2. We have not done PS2. I think this is the last one left. Try PS2. I do not have True Crime Streets of New York, and I will not be trying it. Dolphin, do not buy this from Dolphin. We're not doing that. We moved on from Dolphin. We have moved on. Burnout. Let's see Burnout. Sumi has way better performance. I could not care less about Switch emulation. You can go try that if you want. I really don't care. Don't buy this for Switch. That is the that is the 1 point to take away. CPS2. So I'm actually using the fast profile for this with all the hacks enabled, everything. to try and 1x all of it. So if this doesn't run, basically, I don't expect. I tried this last night, so I can tell you it doesn't run well. But some PS2 games will run okay. The JRPGs will be fine. But these games like this, big no. All of PSP is playable. You're good with PSP. You tried it earlier. Yeah, this is Slow Down City. What are we even at? 23, 27? I mean, better than you would expect, but you're not going to be running this on here. Can I get at least one? Let's see. Here. Come here. Yeah, I got one. Get out of me. Get out of here. Oh, no. Got two. Playable. That's the word of the day. Playable. This is terrible. This is, yeah, no good. No good. I think it's fair to cap on PSP. I agree. That's where I would cap PSP. But let's see what does run here. So I was playing AR Tonalico. We'll try that. Dreamcast is the upper limit. PSP would be the upper limit. Definitely. Depends on how you label them. I put PSP above Dreamcast. Dreamcast below. I would say PSP for sure. Which is cool because we haven't had a PSP capable device in under $100. And you could play some 3DS games if you wanted to. You could play some GameCube-ish. I wouldn't. Could. Wanted to. It's a level of power we haven't seen in the under $100 price range before. Besides the RP2S, which still sad that does not exist anymore. All right, so we have AR Tonalico here. JRPG game for people that aren't familiar with it. Why is it? Oh, never tells you which way not to go. Back. You go to the right this time. There we are. Right. Let's get into a battle. Oh, battle. I mean, you could play this. This is. I mean, I have hacks on again. We're using the fast profile instead of optimal. So I don't know if that'll cause issues with anything in some games. But I wouldn't buy this for this. If you wanted to play AR Tonalico, you could. It's not going to play the heavier to run PS2 games. This plays good. Shadow of the Colossus. No, we're not doing Shadow. That's not going to run. We know it's not going to run. Burnout Revenge didn't run. Shadow of the Colossus is not going to run. Exit. This is good. What else can we play? What else can we play that would run? I guess is the question. A lot of these games are just tough. They're not going to run on here. Ratchet and Clank. Probably not. Oops. Probably not. Oh wait, I have a save we can try. I think I'm at the end though. See if this is a problem. Oh yeah. This is a big no-no. He's in space. This is fast. Fez, you are something special. You are something special. We are on fast. I said that earlier. Let's see. Persona. You know what? If there is a game that would work, it might be Persona. Let's see Persona. GTA 3 will run on it? Say so. At this price, isn't it just PSP and below? Yes, it is. Absolutely. I don't know if I'm anywhere near going into battle, though. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm not. Still in the early beginning for this. Not in battle. But I would imagine Persona would be fine. Yeah. It depends on battles, but it'll probably be fine. I assume you'll probably get away with playing Persona on this. Most likely. Some slowdown for sure. Actually, this is slowy down. Yeah, let's get out. PS2. It's yeah. You don't buy this for PS2. Oh. All right. What do we got? What else can we look at? We have looked at a lot of things today. What time is it? Have some time. Go back to PSP. Let's see. Go back to Persona in PSP this time. Danganronpa, that'll run. Obviously, Danganronpa runs on anything. GameCube will work well on this. We played GameCube. It's hit and miss. Definitely will not work well on this. For example, let's go back. We will go to Super Mario Sunshine. Stupid fingers. PSP and 2X or 3X should run just fine here. We tried that also earlier. 3X is just not something you can do. 2X, 1X will be fine. Unless you're going to look into frame skip, in which case, that's terrible. But 1X, 2X, yeah, perfect for everything. Let's see how Super Mario Sunshine does. Yeah, go on the Mario Sunshine. I don't have a Digimon game for PSP. Unfortunately. Oh. This is not playable. We are also using VBI skip and everything, so we have hacks on. Big note. It needs to be 89. Let's go back to PSP. What do I have on PSP? I don't have Digimon. I know I don't have that. Let's see. What do we have? I should add Digimon because it's been a while. We did try that. We did try that. And it. Ratchet, maybe? Try Ratchet. What do we have? 2X. It might have a save. Let's see. No data. All right, we'll start from the beginning. Let's do a battery check. What do we have? 68%. Again, with performance mode on. Without performance mode on, probably be a lot better. Do I not have a mark? L button and R button? Oh. Yeah. I'd probably drop this to 1X personally. I think there's just enough little hips and bips and whatever, but that's good. I do want to go back to 3DS though. I want to see what else on 3DS runs. I'm surprised by the 3DS performance. Is oh. This is going to need to compile shaders stuff. So let's see. Shaders. This plays well. Pretty well. Once the shaders compile. 3DS for under $100? That's surprising. Surprisingly good. Interesting. What else we got? Can I play Smash? Let's try Smash. We will try a few more games and then that is it for me today. So let's see. What a very exciting device, though. This is very interesting. No, do I not have Ness? No Ness? I'll go Pikachu. I'll have Ness. Let's see. I probably should have did more than 2 people. Once the shaders compile, it plays alright. You can get away with playing this. Ah. Oh no. Oh. Oops. Why do I keep doing that? Either way, we're good here. 3DS at 1x. You can probably get through a lot of the... yeah, it's at 1x. You probably get through a lot. Oh, what else we got? We did Pokemon earlier, so we know Pokemon's fine. Want to see... I don't have Digimon. Mario Kart? Yeah, we could try Mario Kart. I assume Mario Kart will work. It's pretty easy to run. I love Digimon? Yes, I love Digimon too. It's just apparently I have not played a lot of the games in a while. I'm waiting for Time Stranger later this year. Hoping that's good. It seems like most of 3DS is playable at 1X, so that's good. Can I handle Luigi's Mansion on 3DS instead of GameCube? We can check. I don't know if I have a save for that. And the starting is so long, so we'll see. Is there no drifting in this one? You drift? Oh yeah, you can. Plays great. I am surprised that 3DS is playable at this price range. That's awesome. This is really going to hurt Ambernick, I think. That's cool. Get out of here. I forgot what somebody said. What did you want? Luigi's Mansion. Let's see if I have a save. I might not have one. And the start takes too long, so let's see. Let's see if we can skip. If I can skip, we'll do it. No, can't skip. I'm not gonna. The opening for Luigi's Mansion is just, it's too much. Metroid, sure, I hate Metroid. We'll try it. I only have Metroid, Samus Return. Ah, 11:30. We'll do one or two more and then call it. Let's see. I have apparently played this. Come on. Is there a long intro? Tell me there isn't a long intro. All the way. Oh no, which one were we on? I think it was that one. Oh. The FPS isn't showing. And it's broken. Some slowdown, which could be the shaders. But no, I think this is fine. Won't get red. Yeah, it's good. All right, let's wrap up for today. Oh. I have to do a review on this, so I'll have one. What day is it today? Wednesday? Next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. I don't work weekends, so I'll probably have my actual review up Monday or Tuesday. But the performance here is amazing for the price. Again, I can't tell you price. I can't tell you release date. I can tell you it's under $100. I can tell you under $90. But for what you're getting here, like we went through it all. PSP, 1X, 2X, entire catalog. 3DS, you could play 1X, probably most of the games we saw. GameCube, very little. Animal Crossing, Double Dash, you could play. You're going to have to turn on performance mode for all of this, which I showed earlier, but just again, it's this little sidebar thing here. There's a performance mode. N64, Dreamcast, yeah, I mean, for the price of what this is going to go for compared to other things in the market, it's a no-brainer. It's a steal. That's really all I have. The complaints that I have currently, the screen is a little ghosty. You can see that. The fan kind of sucks. There's no other way to put it. The fan, if it's ramping up, the fan is kind of crappy. And I hate that on silent it still ramps up. It should be 1 speed for the fan. What else we got? Little bugs for the Android build, but nothing crazy. Those are all good. I'll have to try out battery. We'll test that out for the review. Yeah, I don't know what else we got. Nothing. All this feels good. I like it. I like how it feels. The D-pad is probably going to be people's nitpick, I think. Not accuracy-wise, but because of the texture and all of that. It's not... I would have liked to see them just do a normal textured D-pad, but they went with this style. Other than that, speakers I'll have to play with a little bit more. I don't have an answer on that. This is, for what the price that they told me, this is going to be a really good device, I think. When can you buy this? Soon. Again, I can't tell you. I just know that they're going to announce everything soon. So, yeah. That's all I got. Any questions? Before we end off, I'll leave, what do we got? 2 minutes for questions. We'll do that. If you have questions, let me know. But microphone input at the bottom? I guess it is. Headphone jack. Try that. Nice looking handheld. For sure. Decently comfortable. I Sticks bottom, not a fan of. A lot of people like it. 1080p, IPS 60 hertz, yes, as far as I know. It is not a straight 60 though. We showed it earlier in the video if you want to look back. That's also something they need to fix. I forgot about that, so thank you. But are the joysticks good? Yes, I would say they're good. Definitely. I like Retroid ones. Nice. Thank you, Castlevania Kid, for the donation. I appreciate that. How does it feel plastic quality wise? Cheap or good quality? No, this feels good. I wouldn't say it's cheap at all. This feels nice. It is not not premium that way, but it is not cheap either. It is nice middle ground. For the price, it is more than fine. It's good. I don't see an issue with that. Is it possible to play ports? I'm not sure what you mean. It's Android, so you play Android games and things like that. Yeah, no. That's all I got. So keep an eye out for my review if you're interested and all of that. If you have any questions, just come join the Discord. It's in the description. You can ask me there. But otherwise, that's it for today. So enjoy your day, enjoy everything, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.